Hello, how is everyone doing? Here is another episode from Be Nourished. Today I wanted to show you how to make a healthy, gluten-free, dairy-free, and sugar-free pumpkin pie the Egyptian way. I know there's the typical American pumpkin pie. In Egypt though, we do pumpkin pie very, very differently. We do a layer of pumpkin with sugar and butter at the bottom and a layer of white bechamel at the top. So I am making just a healthier version without the sugar, without the dairy, without the gluten. We'll start by soaking a cup of half of raw cashews for about half an hour to an hour. During that time, place your butternut squash in the oven for about an hour or until completely soft and cooked. Now wash your cashews out and then place them back in the blender with 1 cup of water, a pinch of vanilla, and a tablespoon of honey. Let the mixture blend until completely smooth and no pieces of cashews are left. We'll get the butternut squash out of the oven, scoop out the seeds, and get 4 cups of cooked butternut squash ready in a bowl. Add 2 tablespoons of butter, and if you need to be completely dairy-free, you can use coconut oil instead. And then add 1 cup of almond milk. You can also use coconut milk or any other milk that you prefer. We'll spice it up with a pinch of vanilla, cloves, cinnamon, and nutmeg. We will then add 4 tablespoons of honey and then mix it all together with a fork, place it in a pan, and get it ready to get in the oven. Pour the cashew white sauce on top and place it in the oven for about 20 to 30 minutes or until golden and brown from the top. Okay, some of you will argue that this is actually super high in calories because of the cashews, because of the honey, because of the pumpkins. And I would say that yes, it does have a lot of calories, but it can actually help you lose weight because of 3 reasons. Number 1, it's not going to spike your insulin levels up too high because you avoided the white sugar, you avoided the flour in the bechamel, and you avoided the dairy, and so your blood sugar is not going to go up the roof, which will help you lose weight even if there are a lot of calories. 2, because of the high content of healthy fats from the cashews, you are going to be full super quickly. You are not going to feel like you want to wipe up the whole tray. You are going to have a piece or 2 and you're going to be full and satisfied. And that's a huge part in why desserts make us gain weight, because of the super high amount of flours and sugars. We get into an addictive cycle where we never feel full. We feel like we can eat more and more. Something that has a higher healthy fat content, you are allowing your body to balance its blood sugar and feel full quickly. Number 3, because we are using a gentle sweetener, we are just using honey, and I'm actually using a very small amount, find that it's not as addictive as the regular stuff with white sugar. When we eat something with white sugar, we feel like we can never have enough. We can eat the whole thing and we still don't feel full. And we will be craving it the next day and the next day and the next day. But when we satisfy our sweet cravings occasionally, and I'm not saying that we should be eating this every day, but when we satisfy our sugar cravings occasionally in a healthy way with gentle sweeteners, we don't go into this addictive cycle, so things just stop there. We eat 2 pieces of the pie, we feel full, we feel satisfied, the cravings go down, and everything goes back to normal. Also, honey has a lot of benefits, regardless of how much calories it has or how much it raises your insulin. It's full of antioxidants, minerals, and vitamins, and a lot of other things that are good for our body. Whereas when we talk about white sugar, it actually has no nutritional value, 0. And actually for the body to process it, it needs to extract some of its stored minerals and vitamins just to be able to process that sugar. Our liver also has to deal with sugar as a toxin. This toxin has to be released, and so our liver overworks every time we eat sugar. Our adrenal glands that are supposed to cope with just occasional stress have to actually kick in every time we eat white sugar. And so with this recipe, even though it might have a higher amount of calories than a normal meal, it will satisfy our cravings. We will not feel hungry the next day. We will not be cravings. We will not increase our cravings for sugar. We will have a lot of healthy fats that will keep us full. Our blood sugar is not going to skyrocket. Our insulin is not going to skyrocket. And so at the end of the day, it's a great way to balance our cravings and satisfy our occasional need for desserts in an extremely healthy way that will not increase cravings, inflammation, or weight. That being said, watch your portions. This is not an invitation to overindulge, but at the end of the day, I really feel good serving this to myself or serving it to my family. It's actual real foods. There's nothing processed in this meal. Pumpkins are extremely healthy. They have healthy carbs and healthy sugars. We have the cashews, which will provide the protein and healthy fats. We have the honey, which is a natural healthy sweetener that's great for your immunity. I feel great about eating this. I have no guilt whatsoever, and I know that when I eat this, I will not overindulge, because when we are eating highly processed foods, they overactivate our reward system. We find ourselves eating so much more than what we need. When we're eating something as natural as a pumpkin pie, we find that our natural instincts of when to stop and when to eat more actually kick in, and we find that we're not overindulging. And so I hope that you enjoy this amazing healthy dessert this fall. If you enjoyed this recipe, as usual, please share it with your friends. Please subscribe to my channel because I'm planning for more recipes to come, and make sure you give me a feedback if you try it. I do have one more announcement for you. I'm giving away my free 7-day weight loss ebook and video training course for free for anyone who signs up on my website. You will have the link in the description below this video. All you need to do is sign up, and in your email you'll get a series of training videos, recipes for 7 days, a meal planner, a shopping list, and a lot of other bonuses that can help you start your weight loss process very, very easily. Don't forget to grab this before you go. Thank you.